Are you okay?
No.
And children then. They are small children.
It's terrible.
Alright, it's alright.
Hold the faith, Billy. Hold the faith, girl.
All are we at this.
Hold it. You know, we are together. Hold the faith. Hold the faith. Yeah, man. Hold the faith. Hold the faith.
All are we night.
We'll come together, man. And build back better than before. Just hold the faith.
Yeah, I just need some help. Cause my son's school thing destroy everything.
Everything destroyed.
Lost their life. You know, it's a very difficult time across Jamaica. Many people have lost their livelihoods and lost friends and family. You know, our hearts and mind goes out to those people. We're here in Akongpong town, and we have been assessing the damage across, you know, the maroon communities across St. Elizabeth. And, you know, we are standing in front of the atmospheric water generator machines that were in 2 40-foot containers. They were solidly placed on this concrete platform. And, you know, just to give you an understanding of the sheer volume of the impact, which Akongpong got a direct hit. And these containers were over 25,000 pounds each. One is actually heavier, almost 30-something thousand pounds, was lifted. You know, there are people who are saying, Maroons who would tell you, and we're going to show those interviews soon, that would tell you that they were seeing like tornadoes on top of the playing field here. And as you can see, the primary school, Akongpong Primary, is completely destroyed. The entire roof off of the top of the library has been totally ripped off and flew, you know, almost a mile away where we found it in the bushes. And, you know, the greatest thing, these machines right here were built. This system is the only one in Jamaica, and for that reason, the only one in the region. And we're happy to say that when we inspected inside, it's hurricane proof. It was built for this type of, I guess, situation. And I guess we were really put to the test. The solar system held up pretty well. We entered the container. We do have power, and you know, we have a good amount of power that we stored up just in case before we placed it inside before the hurricane. And as you can see, these 40-foot containers were lifted and shifted, and the only thing that stopped this container from going over the hill is pretty much this concrete fence line right here that we put in at the last minute that held this container from tumbling over on these homes as it would have continued to go over the hillside. So they're on their sides. We're going to be doing our best to put them back over and then have clean drinking water that will be running over 300 gallons per day. We're going to be helping out the maroon communities, carrying water to our friends and families so that we can at least have that process while, you know, humanitarian aid enters the territories. We have been cutting as many roads as possible to create avenues to the various communities. As soon as you're coming off of Spur Tree going into the Braze River side, we tried, you know, Santa Cruz, and we got as far as to Lacovia and, you know, certain off roads. And then, you know, you're having so many concrete light posts. You know, the Maroons tried to get through a number of them, but it was hours and hours and the rain came down. So we took a different route, and we have cut a certain route to Akongpong and, you know, Bet Salem, Tantan.
My island, Jamaica, is going through a tough time right now. Hurricane Melissa has caused a lot of damage. People are misplaced. People are hurt. People are without any help right now. So I'm asking all of my fans from your heart to give anything you can, no matter how small, it always will go towards helping people.
To my brothers and sisters of the Maroon Nation, people of Jamaica, sons and daughters of Africa, here and in the diaspora, honored guests from every corner of the world, I welcome you to this sacred gathering in Moortown, cradle of freedom in the Caribbean. Are you hearing me sound back? I think the signal is also very bad. So let me just. You have it? Okay, great. Yeah. All right, we could probably do that when we reach closer. Yeah. All right. So again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me. What we're doing, yes, Bagdale Mountain. So just giving an update. A significant amount of damage has taken place.
Yeah, 87?
Yeah.
No, 90?
No 90?
No, yo, me up now. Chuck it to 90, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah, 3
yeah,
grand.
yeah. Yeah, sorry everybody. So the problem is this. About 90% of homes in a compound and adjoining districts have been affected. Whether they've lost a roof or whether there's a torn off window or door. But 90% of the homes in a compound and adjoining districts have been affected. A significant amount of persons are without a roof over their head tonight. And the rain is still drizzling and pouring. Additionally, the roadways are blocked and impassable. And I know from the other districts I've been gathering bits and pieces of information, there's absolutely no communication coming out of either of those communities. It's very difficult at this time to ascertain if everyone has been accounted for. There are persons on the ground literally now doing that, carrying out that exercise. And we are keeping as close to the information as we can while we try to get some well-needed assistance into a compound as well as restoring connectivity, which is the priority of today.